All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're here on Lost Art, Season 2, Episode 4, introducing the one and only
Vomit motherfucking Dashley, bitch!
Vomit, for the people that don't know you, where are you from? Where can people find you? What's your at?
My name is Vomit Dashley. I go formerly by Vomit. You can find me. Actually, the whole time you can fucking Google me. I'm fucking everywhere, bro.
Cool.
Yeah.
Dope. All right, so let's get into it, man. I've been holding this in since yesterday. How'd you get the name Vomit?
Now, let me tell you. There was one night that me and my guys were at the studio, and I used to be in a band called Short Bus Contraband. I was a vocalist for them. It was like deathcore music, real hardcore shit. And this may be like 2020, 2019 maybe. Mm-hmm. And basically we were looking for a band name, but you know how it is coming up with a name, band name. It's confusing.
Right.
So one night we're all hanging out, just like juicing up, doing the shit. And I did an ungodly amount of drugs. I'm going to say precisely mushrooms, magic mushrooms. I did more than the recommended dose.
Okay.
So, and if anybody knows, if you do drugs, hey, that's just going to make you sick.
Right.
Sometimes if you do too much, especially mushrooms. So, I started profusely vomiting inside of a PBR case. It was a beer case. And basically, ever since then, I have my name. I feel like God told me, you need to have that name. It's going to have great importance in your life. So I decided to name myself as a singular artist,
right?
Vomit.
Let's go.
But there was already a band in the 90s or some shit named Vomit. So I was like, all right, in the Google searches, in the algorithmic patterns, how am I going to differentiate myself? So I added Dashley because that was already a little collective that me and my friends made, full of parties, skate tapes, and fucking all the bullshit in between.
Dope. What advice for the people that are younger, the kids that probably going through some fucked up shit right now, what do you tell them when they want to be like you? They see your drip, they see your style, they like it. What do you tell a kid who's scared of his dad, who's scared of his mom?
Honestly, let me tell you. So, growing up, I was the same exact way. I saw the culture, I saw scene culture, like MySpace culture. I was with all that shit. Mm-hmm. So, when I was growing up, it wasn't cool to paint your nails. It wasn't cool to, like, straight iron your hair. It wasn't cool to wear fucking makeup. Especially as, like, a man, bro. Like, that shit didn't become okay until maybe, like, 2016, 2017. And then I noticed there was a large rise in people that were dressing quote-unquote alternative. And that's when I knew, like, shit, alright, I could finally be myself and be loud about it. Because growing up, I was always that weird kid. I listened to Asking Alexandria, Bring Me the Horizon.
Dope. I was just about to ask you that.
Like, all that shit. I listened to, like, metalcore.
Fire.
All that shit. I was very in love with the culture ever since I was fucking 9 years old. And I've been making music for about 10 years.
Dope. So how old are you now for the people that don't know you, buddy?
I am 21 years old.
21?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. That's dope, man. So, I mean, if you don't mind me asking, for the people that do know you, what high school did you go to back home?
Yeah, so, yeah.
What side you repping, baby?
Man, I didn't even, like, finish high school. I went to, like, 2 different high schools.
Uh-huh.
I went to, like, fucking Horizon in McKinley Park in Chicago. And then I got kicked out of there for bringing a fucking knife to school.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, fuck that.
That's all good. That's like shit that happened. Yeah. Okay, so at what point after or during did you get into music? How'd the music start?
So, one of my friends that lived on my block, he had a band called Gray Star.
Oh shit.
And he needed a bassist. Because if anybody in the industry knows, bassists are kind of hard to come by. Like, nobody wants to fucking play bass. So he taught me. He taught me how to play bass. He taught me how to hit a string. And ever since I learned how to hit a string, I took off with that shit.
All right,
I definitely want to make my own music.
Question, Sleeping with Sirens or Pierce the Veil?
Neither.
What are you into? Deeper shit? Like Devil Wears Prada, Silver Sea?
Yeah, like, I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like, there's, like, levels to this shit, and, like...
Black Veil Brides?
I like Black Veil Brides. Actually, like,
They're not
Knives
bad.
and Pens,
What about
like,
Ronnie Radke from Escape the Fate?
I know there's a lot of
You give me
controversy
Ronnie vibes.
going on with Ronnie Radke, but as far as like the music goes, like I think Falling Reverse's first album was good.
Yeah.
And same with Escape the Fate. Escape the Fate was
Hell
really
yeah.
good when they had Ronnie. But you know what? Escape the Fate was good even with fucking what's his name? Craig
Craig
was the
Mabbitt.
shit. Yeah,
Max
Craig
Green.
Mabbitt.
Max Green, for if he ever sees this, Max, you're a bitch. I'm just gonna say that out loud, cause
Max, bro, say you're a bitch.
vicious bassist, but you know I read into it like he sucks. All right, next question. we're gonna talk about that later. So look, man, I just get these awesome vibes off of you, man. Like, you know, I know we've spoke a little bit about your family, but you did mention you didn't grow up so good, and that's what this show highlights. People that, you know, might see you in the street but would be scared, but you're really just a regular human. It's just your skin is fire. Like your skin, like your Fortnite skin is dope. So,
yeah, like,
you
I
know,
just customized my character how I wanted it to be customized.
Alright, so if I'm a kid, I'm like 14, I walk into a, you know, some event and you're performing and I've never seen you, you've never met me, I'm a kid.
Yeah.
What do you want that kid to take away from you as an artist by the time he sees your songs?
You know what's crazy
Or
about
listens to your
that?
songs?
I actually have a lot of fans that are they're young men. So I mean I'm a young man, but they're like, you know, they're teenagers. And there was this one show we threw. It was Goth Rave 2022. And there was this one kid that really looked up to us. Shouts out Isaac. This kid really looked up to us. He texts me every day. He's like, bro, I fucking love your music, this and that. He came to the show and we brought him on stage and we let him sing the song. So basically, bro, I just want to like offer resources to these kids. I want to offer like just like I didn't have that shit growing up besides like a couple friends, you feel me? But I want to give them like a network of their own to kind of like tap in with people that are like them, because not everybody's like us, man. We're fucking misfits from the fucking,
I fuck with you, bro.
You know?
So from the moment I met you. So check this. I want to get deep. Because, you know, the show is only about 17 minutes long.
I like getting deep.
Right. So that's funny. Me too. So, dude, let's take it back. You know, I know you didn't finish high school, but let's say you're 17. You know, you're into what you're into. Take us back. What was Vomit doing at 17? And you know, and the final question is, you know, would, you know, young Vomit be proud of older Vomit? Like, tell us what your mindset was like back then, and you know, how are you now?
Honestly, at 17, I was always a musician. I've been making music my whole life.
Dope.
But at 17, I felt like lost. I felt like I was lost. I was doing hella like hard drugs. I was hanging around like not so great people. You feel me? I mean, I was still in and out of studios, but as you know, like industry, everybody indulges, man. Everybody indulges. Any way that you can get it, they indulge. So, I mean, I was blessed to be working in the studio. I was like a part-time engineer for one of my friends at like 17 years old, and he took good care of me. But let me tell you, like, man, you can get lost in that shit real quick. You can get lost and you'll be a fucking zombie. And depending what you do, bro, that'll control your entire life if you don't know how to discipline yourself. So I was very lost. But around 19 years old, I kind of got a grip. I decided, like, yo, I'm not putting in no work. I'm kind of wasting away being a fucking loser. And I got tired of being a fucking loser. I got tired of doing everybody else's drugs. I got tired of just, like, that scumbag shit. Bro, I used to live at the skate park, like, you feel
That's
me?
dope. So you would say you're like a kind of like a community uplifter back home in Chicago.
Back home, yes, I definitely.
So people know you out there. That's fine. That's no everything.
Back in my home, yeah, and I do a lot for the community.
That's dope, man, and that's great.
Or at least I try. At least I try.
So just so you know, what we do is we highlight people specifically like Vomit, specifically like Snow. The reason is because we're basically battling mainstream media. We're a new network. We're trying to do some Viva La Bam shit. You don't care. You can curse. You can curse. You can tell us exactly how you feel, because at the end of the day, we're basically showing people that life is not a Kim K fairy tale fuck shit.
No,
like
it's
land.
not.
It's like we got people like Vomit who has chosen to be this person, and he's dedicating his life to this, folks, for the people who don't know him.
We don't need the fucking Matrix. We don't need the fucking industry. We are the industry. The underground is the industry. And we can make our own rules. We can make our own laws. We don't need to listen to fucking nobody, man. As long as we all stick together and have a fucking, like, common agenda that'll work for all of us.
Right.
Then the fucking world will go right, and everything will work in our favor. We don't fucking need them. We got us.
Hell yeah, Vomit. Ladies and gentlemen, Vomit, for some people that might be like, oh my God, Vomit, I'm scared to talk to. He's a great guy, as you can see. He's a leader, family member, older brother, great overall person, and we respect him. We vouch for him here on Up On Game. And that's us, so we'll see more of you later, man. Thank you. We're tuning out.
My name's Vomit, straight from Chicago. Shouts to Up On Game.